Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and today I am sharing this Little Women shaker card. I am entering this in the Graphic 45 April challenge. It's an upcycle or recycle theme, and I am using a bit of packaging from some brads to create the shaker section for this card, and also I am using the Little Women collection. This is the 8x8 paper pad, which is getting a little low. I need to get me some more of it. There's a couple full sheets left anyway. And then also the ephemera cards for this project. So stay tuned and I will show you how all this comes together. So for my repurposed recycling portion of this project, I've got this little pack of epoxy brads, and I'm going to take out the brads and see that section in the back will make a very good shaker, and I thought it looked about the right size to be used with one of the ephemera cards. So what I did was I took my craft knife and a straight edge and clipped out that center section, and it left me with this, and I tried to fit it over top and it was just perfect, and I was so happy because now I know I can fill up this and it will conceal all the adhesives and keep it a nice clean finished edge. So first what I want to do is take the back off. I'm just going to use these utility scissors, and it doesn't matter if it's super straight because like I said, it's all going to get buried in the layers. Might save this for another project, but it has an extra level that's bumped out, so we're not sure on that one, but this one will be great. So now that I have this, I did already wipe it down to get rid of some of the static, and then I also created a background that was going to be the same size because I want to start building the layers on top so that it will have something to glue to. So I did already ink the edges of this center section, and I'm just going to adhere it using double-sided adhesive tape so it looks like it would be without it being cut out, basically. And now I picked a few sequins that I thought coordinated with the collection. I'm going to add some. I always overstuff these. Do you guys do that too? I don't. I just get excited and I start filling them up, and I like the bling. I'm going to be careful this time and not overload it. Gold. That will be beautiful. Some people can fill the top and put the bottom on square, but I don't seem to have that ability. I always get mine crooked. And a few white ones. These are larger sequins, which I think is unique, and hopefully there won't be too much static. I did wipe it down with a dryer sheet first, but you don't want to do that. I learned that one because it leaves some residue, so then I had to clean it again and make sure that I had all that off. So what I'm going to do is use a little bit of this liquid adhesive by Tombow Mono Multi, and just put some. I don't want to have a lot because I don't want it to squeeze out. And I know this will stick because I use it to adhere sequins all the time. So I've just got a little bit of that going around. And then I'm going to place it on top so that I'm being careful to center that image, and hopefully not glue it to the table. And then I think it will be a good idea to weight it. This is my ink block. Don't judge me, that's pretty bad looking. I'm going to push it out of the way so I can continue to work while this sets up. And then I'll weight it down with this block to hold it in place. So that's just going to go over here temporarily. And I'm weighting that down now. Hopefully not gluing it to the table. Oh no, I don't think it's squeezing out. Okay, so for the card base, it's just a standard 6x6 card that I created with just regular cardstock and scored it so I'd get a nice crease here. And then I finished the inside with coordinating papers, and I created a little pocket too. This little tag will tuck in this pretty busy paper, so it would be difficult to write a sentiment, but you could write it on here. And there's also room if you're thinking about gifting a gift card or a little keepsake or flat memento, you could tuck that in the pocket as well. And then it's just a white cardstock and black matting that will keep the patterns from getting busy. So I'm just going to put that here. This is an 1/8 of an inch border. I do that because it's easy to get the layers on straight as possible. This is the cameo sheet. I do love this. I'm out now. I used up that paper pad for this pattern. I still have some of the other ones, so there will be more projects to come, but for this one, I guess I'm gonna have to get more. So I'm just carefully centering that, and that is once again the double-sided adhesive tape to stick that down. And then this little print with the tiny little floral is going to go right at the bottom. So that will be the top and bottom layer. And then for the center, I've got a piece of the book page, and I used that black border again because I'm going to add another element, and I want it to separate the paper layers. So this is the blue that coordinates with the shaker pattern ephemera card, and I'm just going to, I put some adhesive on here and line it up with the bottom of that scallop, or I guess the top, depending on which side you're looking at. And then there's one more for the other side. And then I'll just remove this adhesive. I love shaker cards. They're so much fun to have an interactive element. Sometimes they're hard to make if you've got the shape in the center, but this one is just going to be super easy to put together if the tape would come off. Okay, so now this is going to be right in the center. I don't know that it matters which way is up because the pages are all printed in various directions. So I'm going to just put that here. This is, it's still background, even though there's a lot of detail. And then I've got a couple of these strips that I cut from the page with the border, and then I added a secondary border of that blue. I've got one for the top and the bottom. I think that is a very sweet little detail, if I get them on the right way. This one is going to be easy because everything's lined up square. Okay. Now the next layer up is the die cut doily, which I have to have on all my cards because I love them. Oh, there's a piece stuck in there. Well, maybe it won't show. Right in the center. Right there. And now that our shaker has set up, see? Oh, this is, it's hanging off a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim it These are very functional utility scissors, so I can get through plastic, and I usually cut through flower stems with it as well. There. Now, that's better. Okay, so this has got the adhesive on the back because it's paper to paper, so we can use that double-sided adhesive tape and shake those pieces out. Put that right in the middle. Was that loud? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bang on the table like that. And this will cover that edge. I'm going to shake it one more time, but I'm not going to hit the table because I want those sequins on the top not to get dried into that adhesive. And that just goes right over the top. I couldn't believe my luck how well that fit. It was a very lucky find. Okay. Nope, they just want to be on the top, and now they're static. Okay, a few final finishing touches are going to be this bow. This is chevron striped twill with a little bit of burlap string and a vintage button. And I'm just going to adhere that using a little hot glue. That challenge at Graphic 45 is on the community page, and that will be up and running until April 30th. So you definitely want to head over and check out all the other projects people have posted. Are so fun and fabulous, and very creative ways to upcycle and use up things. So go to the community page, and there's a post about it, how you can enter it, and hashtags so that you can get entered for a chance to win. There's a nice prize and a huge amount of inspiration. So you definitely want to check that out. Now, I have also got my flowers here, and I do like to arrange them before I put them on my project. So in the center, there is a magnolia. There are some open roses of different sizes and colors. These are a sweetheart blossom and a tiny little rosebud. I've got them all attached from the back. And then I did add a little bit more of that burlap string. And I'm just going to get that. I did hold them around that shaker part to make sure that it would fit while I was building it up. And I think that looks really sweet. I may even work that rosebud. Oh, look, that looks very nice. That glue just takes a minute to set up. And that will be it. So that is my upcycled, recycle Graphic 45 April Challenge project. And I've got a link to this paper collection. It's Graphic 45 Little Women, and then I will leave a link also to the trims and flowers. That's really reasonable ribbon. And also you can find links to our social media sites. So we are on Facebook and Instagram, and our blog, and our Etsy. Now, I think you should definitely get over there and create a project and enter that fun challenge too. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. Wishing everyone a happy and productive day. Thank you again for watching. Bye.